Hi, here we are in chapter 3, analysis session again. And this one uses a little different harmonic structure. D minor 7th, D minor 7th, G 7th. Again, we are in one mode. D minor 7th is D Dorian, G 7th is G Mixolydian. So we're still using the modes that come from the C Ionian. However, the chord change is a little different. D minor 7th, G 7th, and this is a kind of vamp you'll see everywhere in jazz music and pop music and R&B. This is a vamp that millions of people have used. I use it myself. Everybody uses it. It's a great vamp. You'll see the rapport between the improvisation that I make and the exercises that you saw previously in this chapter, which were orientated towards developing fluency in the modes. You see, going through, you saw them all. They went from Ionian all the way up through to the Locrian. And they're definitely worth working on because they'll help you with your fluency. We do, of course, have the triplets. Now, these have to be worked on with the right hand and the left hand, but you'll find with perseverance, you'll get it. Anyway, let's hear the tune and let's see what I do with it. Okay, stop here. You see, particularly in this kind of rhythm, this is more of a hip-hop rhythm, which is closer to jazz music than rock, that this has got a triplet feeling inherent in it. And this work that you should do on your guitar with the triplets is very much worth the effort because you start to feel natural with them. You can move between triplets, 12ths or 16ths, and oscillate between these variations using rhythmical combinations is definitely worth the effort. And even going up, for example, it's almost like a minor pentatonic, D minor pentatonic, D, F, G, A, C, D. And using this in triplets, you'll be amazed, in fact, at what you can accomplish in a simple harmonic environment like this. Okay, let's see the rest. Slur again. Triplets coming down in scale tone chords. Okay, stop here. Now you see on this G7 chord, I start in the thirds here, and then I go up to a line here that uses C sharp. And normally the C sharp doesn't belong in here, but already you can see in these more advanced demonstrations that I start to employ a little more chromaticism. Now later on in the course we're going to get very deeply into chromaticism and you'll see the value of it. But already, I can't stay away from it. The chromatics, they're creeping all the time into my phrasing. That's why you see it, but I'm just pointing it out to you. That there's no, here for example, look, C sharp, D, C natural, C sharp, E, D. I'm mixing a lot of these chromatic intervals already in chapter 3, but we'll get more deeply into that as the chapters go along, and you'll see the value of incorporating chromaticism into your phrasing. Here we are. Rhythmical phrase, repeated. see what I'm doing? I'm just playing around with the different intervals, the rhythmical variations, whether they're triplets, and these long lines that have a direct rapport with these fluency exercises that you saw earlier in the chapter. Of course, it's got to swing. Never forget that. One long line. So don't forget, you saw this long line directly related to the exercises of fluency that we saw earlier in the chapter. It's worth working on. There you have it.